Good evening. The time is 6:30 p.m. The regular meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold for December 1st, 2025 is now called to order. Adequate notice of this meeting is provided at least 48 hours prior to commencement of this meeting pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 231 of the laws of 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice of the time, date, and location of this meeting has been provided by posting a copy of the public meeting dates on the municipal bulletin board, by sending a copy to the Asbury Park Press, and by filing a copy with the municipal clerk. I'd like to ask everyone to please stand for a salute to the flag, followed by a moment of silence as we remember Bill Biddle, longtime Freehold resident, member of the Freehold Fire Department, and Ron Kuchar, our longtime planning board attorney, who both passed away last week. Chief Collier, please lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Kane.
Here.
Councilman DeBenedetto. Councilman Friedman.
Here.
Councilwoman Jordan. Here. Councilman Reich.
Here.
Councilwoman Rogers. Here. Councilwoman Schutzer.
Here.
I'd like to welcome everyone this evening. It's great to have a full house here. We have some special guests, not to mention our security detail behind us here tonight. We appreciate whenever they come. So we also have with us tonight Drill Township Committeeman Anthony Amiano is here. Here. Item 4, it's a special night. Obviously, we have a few things on our agenda tonight, makes it special, but this is always great when we get to honor our police officers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Chief Chris Collier if he'll come up and take over here and tell us a little bit about what happened and as we honor these police officers. Chief Collier.
Mayor King, members of the council, Business Administrator Gallo, thank you for this opportunity tonight to allow us to present these awards to our officers. On February 11, 2025, Officer Michael Crawford of the Freehold Borough Police Department responded to a 911 call at the Living Springs Church on Park Avenue, where a parishioner had suffered a cardiac episode. Officer Crawford immediately began CPR, applied the AED pads, and continued CPR until arrival of EMS and paramedics. The swift, decisive, and highly professional actions of Officer Crawford led to the victim regaining the pulse at the scene and ultimately making a full recovery. In recognition of his exceptional performance, rapid response, and life-saving efforts, Officer Crawford is hereby awarded the Life-Saving Award. Your dedication to duty and unwavering commitment to preserving life exemplify the highest standards of law enforcement service. At this time, I would like to invite Lieutenant Santana, Patrol Division Commander, along with a very special guest, Mr. David Locke, to join me in presenting this award.
Can I give you a hug?
Wait, time out. I'm his wife.
Patrol Mike Crawford, in recognition of your swift response. Wait a minute. I tried. Swift response, exceptional professionalism and decisive life-saving actions on February the 2nd, 2025. Your efforts in providing CPR and administering an aid directly contributed to saving a human life and reflects great credit upon yourself and the Freehold Borough Police Department. Thank you.
Mayor King, Mr. Locke, Mr. President.
Absolutely, please do, please do.
I would like to put a few perspectives about what happened that day at 200 Park Avenue. We literally were in the middle of a prayer meeting. I guess if there's any time to drop dead, that's a good place to be. And seriously, as soon as I had fallen, no pulse, no breathing, the hands went to heaven in prayer for me. The women, the men that were there, some of whom are here tonight. And I know it was the Heavenly Father that had total grace on my life, because you must have been at the intersection, right?
I had to be there. I had to be there.
Park and West Main.
A
It was
minute into the call being
a minute. It's not luck. It was divine timing. And he came sprinting in, and there's a woman that was at the prayer meeting that totally believes it was an angel that was sent down from heaven to save my life. And I totally believe that. And not long after you came, the EMS team came, and they gave me the 3 shots after he was doing the chest compressions. And I have made a full recovery. I was home in a couple of days. I have a retirement kid, part-time, doing lawn stuff and whatnot, and I was able to, in the next week, to go out and do my job like nothing had ever happened. And working on the cardio machine, 45 minutes with the elliptical. So I just want to, again, say thank you, and Mayor, the Borough Council, you got a great team in Freehold, and we're actually looking to move somewhere in the area there, so if you have anything, and if I may, can I just say a thank you prayer? Sure. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for these public servants, Lord, each and every one of them. I'm so blessed to know that you were looking out for me, undeserved as I am, as your son. You forgave me. You have cleansed me by your precious blood, and I pray that good news of the gospel would just come into this community ever more and more, so that all may pass from death into life through Jesus Christ the Lord. Thank you again, Father God, so much for each and every one. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. There's a house on my block for sale.
Send me the address.
Come on, Chief. Come on, Chief. Chief, no, thank you.
On May 3rd, 2025, Officer Ian Crawford of the Freehold Borough Police Department and Officer Bethany Feinstein of the Freehold Township Police Department responded to a 911 call at the Radisson Hotel, where a wedding guest had suffered a cardiac episode. By remarkable circumstance, both officers arrived simultaneously. Without hesitation, they took immediate control of the medical emergency, administering CPR and deploying an automated external defibrillator, AED. Their swift, decisive, and highly professional actions led to the victim regaining a pulse at the scene and ultimately making a full recovery. In recognition of their exceptional performance, rapid response, and life-saving efforts, Officer Crawford and Officer Feinstein are hereby awarded the Life-Saving Award. The dedication to duty and their unwavering commitment to preserving life exemplify the highest standards of law enforcement service. At this time, I'd like to invite Lieutenant Santana, Patrol Division Commander, along with a very special guest, Ms. Courtney Pennock, to join. You're going to join in the Lieutenant Santana. Present these awards. The Chief Bauman of Freehold Township.
We're gonna start with
Thank you.
Ms. Feinstein. Patrolwoman Bethany Feinstein, in recognition of your swift response, exceptional professionalism, and decisive life-saving actions. This on May 3rd, 2025. Your efforts provided CPR administered and AED directly contributed to saving a human life and reflects great credit upon you and the Freehold Township Police Department. Patrolman Ian Crawford, in recognition of your swift response, exceptional professionalism, and decisive life-saving actions on May 3rd, 2025. Your efforts in providing CPR and administering AED directly contributed to saving a human life, and it reflects great credit upon yourself and the members of the Freehold Borough Police Department. Thank you.
George Hopsell.
I wasn't prepared to say anything. I just want to say thank you. Because of you, both of you, I was able to survive, even though 14 minutes I was out. I do have a defibrillator in my body, which, I don't know, did you get a defibrillator? You got one? Mine's
On
my son.
Valentine's Day.
Actually, it was my grandmother's birthday. I was at the Radisson. I was actually the maid of honor at the wedding. And I was dancing, and then I just collapsed. And here I am. Thank you guys again. This was an honor. Thank you. And I'm forever grateful. Thank you.
This is not to take from the fine officers and their job they did, but also would like to recognize our chief for great work and dedication. He's bringing us to a whole new level. Just want to say thank you. You're doing a great job, and we will follow you to the end.
Choked up, lost for words there. It's great to have both of you here, but thank you so much to the officers. We always say, Freehold Borough, Freehold Township, and we just have some great emergency services, police, fire, EMS, second to none. We put them up against anybody, but this just proves how great they are. So thank you for coming, and thank you for everything that you all do. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Chief. How about, all right, so item 5, this is always exciting too, and it's great, and we ask you to stay for this too. We're gonna swear in oath of office in our detective bureau. Oath of office, Mauricio the Grand, Detective, Freehold Borough Police Department. I'd like to ask the chief, you come and help me? Yeah, your family. Ask your family to come up. Yeah, come on, they don't want to have you. Come on. You're gonna let the chief brag on the detective for a little bit first.
Yeah.
Chief.
The Freehold Borough Police Department is proud to announce the assignment of Officer Maurizio DeGrande to the position of detective. Detective DeGrande joined the department in July 2019 and is honorably served in the Patrol Division through November of this year. Throughout his tenure, Detective DeGrande has consistently performed his duties at an exceptional level, demonstrating professionalism, dedication, and the attributes of a model officer. His strong work ethic, investigative aptitude, and commitment to the community have distinguished him as an invaluable member of the department. The assignment to the Detectives Division brings with it complex and demanding responsibilities. The Freehold Borough Police Department had the utmost confidence that Detective DeGrande will meet these challenges with the same excellence and integrity he has shown throughout his career.
Okay, come on over here, chief. I, Mauricio DeGrande,
I, Maurizio DeGrande,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
justly perform
all the duties of detective for the Freehold Borough Police Department
of all the duties of detective of the Freehold Borough Police Department,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I would ask that Detective Lieutenant John Reed, Detective Division Commander, present Detective Maurizio DeGrande with his detective badge.
Man, we love these nights. Congratulations. We have one more, honoring Mark Egan as a recipient of Frank J. Osborne Award from the New Jersey Association of County and City Health Officers. I'd like to ask Councilwoman Jordan to talk a little bit about this for us.
Absolutely, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before I bring Margie up, I'd just like to read a couple, I promise, these are all of her accomplishments, I won't read everything, but I just wanted to highlight a few of Margie's accomplishments when it comes to her career as a health professional, as well as all that she's done for Freehold Borough, Freedom Township. So Margie Young has had a long position of reaching beyond recognized expectations in her work, and it has evolved into a national public leader, which began a decade or so ago. Margie spent 37 years working to improve the public health, all the time serving in the Freehold Area Health Department. She graduated from the College of William and Mary with a BS in biology and began her career as a registered environmental health specialist, REHS, in Freehold in 1988. Now, many of you may know Margie. She just couldn't keep that locally because that's not something she can do. She's also served on a local level as well as national and state. So I just want to read a couple of things of what she's done as a leader in our community. As an active leader in New Jersey, Margie has made substantial contributions to the regional and state public health efforts. She is a member of the NJ Association, of county and health officials, board of directors for many years, serving with the association for 2 terms as president. In that role, Marty strived to promote improvement in the government public health system, orchestrating a merge between the former NJ Health Officers Association and the County Health Officers Association, and hosting the New Jersey statewide H1N1 Pandemic Summit. She also serves as president of the Monmouth County Governmental Public Health Partnership and the Health Officers Association, and was director of the Freehold Alliance for the Prevention of Substance Abuse. She's also currently the vice director as well. Marty was a critical collaborator in establishing a federally funded qualified healthcare center to serve the residents in our overlooked community of need. Marty is a recipient of numerous awards, including the New Jersey Local Board of Health Association Officer of the Year and the No Place Like Home Award from Central State Hospital, which recognizes outstanding leadership, strength, and dedication to the community. For those who have shared a forum or any kind of professional venue with Margie, you know her impact is unmatched, devoted to public health and her command of the issues in public health professionals face. For nearly 4 decades of her career, Margie continues to lead and inspire, remaining deeply engaged with a number of professional associations, boards, and initiatives. Just on a personal note, as the liaison to the Board of Health in Freehold Borough, I've had the pleasure of working with Margie on so many different initiatives, not just when it came to our health response, but also things such as tackling the social determinants of health, which Margie was actually on the forefront in Freehold Borough here 2 years prior to the state passing lead ordinances. Margie had us do it, and we were the leader when it came to healthy, safe environments, when it came to lead prevention. So, not only that, I also have an opportunity to serve with Margie on the board of Neighborhood Connections to Health. And with Margie, anytime you bring something to her and you say, you know, you automatically think, she'll say, oh no, we can't get it done. She goes, no, let's find a way. And it's consistent, and I can't tell you how much she brings to the table. And I just am so thankful, and I'm thankful for the community that she represents here in Freehold Borough for doing everything that she does. Just what I want to know, man, if there's a committee, especially health related, Margie's on it, and she never, ever, ever says no when it comes to taking care of the health of Freehold Borough. So Margie, can you come up and we can give you this municipal citation? Also, you know what? We do have a couple members of our alliance here as well. Maybe Sharon can come up as well. Jeff and the chief. Come on up and we can all present this morning. We have a board of health member as well. Thank you. And Lester's on the board. Okay, he's already here. Lester knows. So this is on behalf of Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold. Commemorations and praise are extended to Margie Young, MS, MPH, Health Officer, recipient of the 2025 New Jersey Association of County and City Health Officials, Frank J. Osborne Memorial Award for exemplary service and meritorious achievement in public health. And it's signed Kevin Kane, Mayor, December 1, 2025. Marty, thank you. And thank you for everything.
I just want to say it was just a nice surprise tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and all the support I've always gotten from the Freehold Township Committee, but Freehold Borough Council has always been great, and I truly appreciate the recognition, and I appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Hey, always good seeing you, my friend. Very nice evening. Please, good folks. How we doing, buddy? Good seeing you there.
Yeah, I don't know if you pointed out yet, but I think
Yeah, we're good.
All right, great, thanks everyone. Item 7 on our agenda. Presentation by the Frio Community Events Committee. I'd like to ask Dan Baker to help you present this.
How do I follow that, right?
Good luck.
So, hi, Dan Xavier, 52 Bricker Hall, I don't know if I have to say that or not. Just wanted to thank you guys for letting me come up here. With the rest of the team, we have Mike and Sean. You guys call them Mike and Sean. We actually have a new member of the committee. Came up with another idea. We wanted to run it by you guys. I think it's something that's really going to get everyone excited about the town. And hopefully you guys are aligned with it and we can proceed forward with it. So this is basically what it is. And the working name is Seek and Scroll the Borough. And we'll talk a little bit about that today. So basically, we were thinking about the events. We've done the concert series, we've done the softball, we've done a couple of things that we try to always bring the community together. And one of the things we realized is we have a great town that's overlooked by anyone who's not in the town. I mean, you still go out, you still hear people talking about, oh, you live in the borough, what's going on there besides the restaurants? So we were thinking, how do we come up with a way to get people excited about the town without thinking just about the restaurants? So how do we highlight and educate people about the wide variety of businesses in the borough beyond just our restaurants, and help people learn about the real borough's rich and sometimes surprising history? So that was the idea of what led to this. As you can see on the next slide, we have a bunch of retail shops and salons, wellness studios, professional services, creative studios, specialty stores, and family-owned operations that many visitors and residents pass by without ever stepping inside. This is Borough Records on the left. It just opened up. Gem Optical is on the right. We have a lot of great stores in this town. And if you go to the next slide, a lot of the history and cultural components to this town as well. Our town is home to a few Revolutionary War landmarks, significant county institutions, cultural heritage sites, and stories that help shape New Jersey and our country. And we're thinking thinking about this, and how do we really bring this out, and how do we create an event that brings people out of their homes and into the heart of Freehold? And that kind of led us to the idea, Seek and Stroll the Borough. So the idea, essentially, and you can go right to the next slide, we wanted to present this idea of Seek and Stroll the Borough. It's a town-wide digital scavenger hunt. Participants register online, follow clues to both historic sites and local businesses, scan QR codes inside shops, snap selfies at these historic locations, and they can earn points towards prizes. So people start discovering our town. So when we think about, like, in a nutshell, it's a fun, fast-paced, borough-wide scavenger hunt designed for residents and visitors. And the second part is really important, the visitors. A lot of us in town, we know this stuff. A lot of our visitors don't. So how it works. Basically, we have an online registration, clue-based routes, QR codes placed inside small local businesses, and live point tracking. So the more you explore, the more that you end up scoring for this scavenger hunt. And really what it does is it showcases the borough's rich history, drives foot traffic to our small businesses beyond restaurants, and builds civic pride and shared discovery. So we're enabling people to explore these businesses firsthand, meet the people behind these businesses, and discover how much the borough has to offer right here in our walkable town. So the way I was thinking, and we were talking about this, was clues throughout the hunt are designed to guide people through these historic touchpoints, helping everyone appreciate the deep roots that make Freehold Borough such a special place. So on the next slide, again, some of the places that we have in town, that is the new Cafe Scalia on the left that's going to be opening up very soon. We have an art gallery right here in town that we all are familiar with. The next slide, we have Governor Joel Parker's house. Again, historically significant. Obviously the Carnegie Library, we all know that, we talk about it all the time. So, the next slide, a little bit more details about this. We're thinking this would be a great springtime event, lasting from May 15th to June 14th. So it's not one day, it's over the course of a month. Participants can compete in this hunt at their own pace throughout the month. This reduces crowding, increases participation, and gives businesses flexibility. Eligibility is pretty simple. Participants must be 18 years or old to register and take part in the scavenger hunt. And obviously there are no residency requirements to participate because we want people coming from outside as well. The reason why we have it at 18 is this ensures safety, simplifies the photo permission process, and keeps the game manageable from the businesses and organizers. And I'll explain that in the next slide. So, should go one more, okay, here it is. So, the registration. We're not asking for a lot. We're asking for full name, email address, phone number, optional but not recommended. Optional but recommended. Age confirmation, that's going to be mandatory. And agreement to event rules and photo release. Again, simplified enrollment. This keeps the process simple, privacy friendly, and compliant. Because as you're going to see the next part, this is why we need people, why we want people to be 18. So this is the game mechanics and how it would work. You have participants receive two types of clues throughout the month. There are historic location clues. Each clue leads to a historic site in Freehold Borough. When found, the participants must take a selfie in front of the site and upload it to the game platform. That's why we need 18. Be careful planners. We will then validate via selfie uploads. Must include location and your face in it to show that you actually went there. It's the first part of it. That teaches the history and the culture of the borough. Then we have the small business clues. And these ones are worth 15 points each. So the historic clues are 10 points each. The small business clues are 15 points each. Each clue leads to a participating business, not a restaurant. Inside each business, the QR code will be placed somewhere accessible. Verified via QR code scans, logged by timestamp to make sure that they do it within the month that it's going to be going. QR codes are unique to each business. So these QR codes are placed somewhere inside stores. So we give them to the owners of the stores, wherever they want. The idea is to encourage visitors to come inside and learn about the business. And what we would be asking the business owners that I've already spoken to that are excited about this is that they don't place it in the window. The idea is we want people to go inside the store, whenever possible. So the next slide is really just showing, obviously, some ideas of selfies. And the next slide goes into a little bit more. We wrap the event June 14th at 11:59 p.m. Winners will be announced across all borough social media channels once all the points have been tallied. And the prizes would actually be things to encourage them to come back and spend more dollars in town. So when we think about the grand prize, these are just some ideas. We can talk about these later. But it's one grand prize would be a collection of multiple borough gift certificates for stores in town. If 21st place prize, maybe $20 store-specific gift certificates. 22nd place prize is $10 store-specific gift certificates. And then third place would be $25 store-specific gift certificates. Again, anything to drive people back to these stores. And as you can see, the next slide has some of the stores that we talk about. We have Brooklyn Bagels right in town. We have South Street Cigars on the right. And I think the next slide, again, we have the Copenhagen House. We have Port Street School. I already actually have a list of clues. And there are a lot of clues that, as I was digging into this, I found even interesting, that I didn't even know about this stuff. So when we think about it, Seek and Stroll, it's more than just a list of clues. It's a celebration, an exploration of our community. So we want to just, hopefully you guys will join us in bringing this event to life to celebrate Freedom Borough together. And the next slide is, again, more shops that obviously we have the Juice Bar, we have Bella Bridal, second floor, right in town on Main Street. And then I want to thank the team. We have two of the three other partners here. David could not make it. He's still working right now. Next question. The next one is any questions? I know this is a lot.
I think it's great. I think the name, you said it's a working name?
Was it Stroll, Seek and Stroll?
Yeah.
We had a bunch of Stroll and Seek the Borough. I mean, we were trying to think of something that basically we want people to walk around.
Yeah.
It is a walkable town.
I like the scavenger hunt. I think it's really cool. I think that it'd be interesting to see on like certain times when we have festivals going on in town, like Sports Fest, where people walk around town anyway.
Yeah.
See how many people are out, like getting their QR codes, timestamps and things like that. And I also like the fact that the businesses can kind of place the code where they want it to be. So it's not just on the window, it's not something you can just walk by and snap a picture of it, so they kind of go in there to interact and whatnot. I think it's cool. I think that.
And some towns do this. I've seen some towns do not like we're doing it, but where they do QR codes where you have to go to local businesses. And what some of these towns that have been doing it for a while, such as Lambertville and New Hope, they actually the store owners hide the QR codes. Now I don't want to make it too difficult, but they actually hide it with like underneath items, so you pick it up. And again, another reason why we want people to do these 18 years to participate is because we don't want like roving gangs of 12-year-olds going in and destroying a shop. So we want to recognize and be respectful to the shop owners.
The only other thing I was going to suggest is perhaps the prizes could be related to things that happen in the borough. Like for instance, I know that you can reserve seats to downtown concerts. So maybe depending on where the prize, the challenge ends, maybe one of the prizes could be, a pair of seats to the concert, or maybe one of the second grand prizes could be sitting on the viewing stand at the Memorial Day Parade or something like that. Something that's related to town, that not only just business related, but also just getting people involved with the things that are going on in town too.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Like anything to get them back, I think would be helpful. So, yeah, I mean, all of the gift ideas are just the prizes are open to discussion. But no, that's those are great points.
So has there been discussion on reaching people outside the borders of Freehold Borough? How are we gonna do that in order for them to participate?
So it's really going through all of our social channels, because we don't really have a budget. So it's going through our social channels, but through heavy promotion, just like when we do like the concerts and everything else. So it's not only Freehold Borough-based social media pages, but it's also like Mon County pages, township pages. There are a couple of multi-town pages, Howell, Colts Neck. So really just going all over the place and lasting on there. Meeting ideas to really get a lot of people coming here and seeing what we have to offer.
And downtown partnerships on board?
Didn't even ask them, hey, can you guys get one? That's a yes.
I mean, we had a brief discussion about it, because, you know, obviously downtown Freehold focuses on businesses downtown. I think it's incredibly important that, you know, we market not just businesses downtown, but businesses all over. So from a standpoint where we can jointly market the businesses in the community, you know, downtown Freehold, we've got budgetary constraints about marketing businesses in the downtown. And yes, we got a lot of restaurants. But we do market the other retail shops that are in the downtown. But I would, you know, I would definitely work with you to help, you know, promote the town as a whole. And in this sort of coordination, you know, we could bring in other businesses, especially if, you know, the budget's coming from, you know, not all from downtown. If there's other money in this process, then, you know, obviously that gives me as a partnership, that downtown would participate.
And that's why we were also thinking of like Cafe Scalia, for example. They're not
Thank you for
technically within downtown, so it was more than just right there, but we were looking at places on obviously Park Avenue. There's a lot of different unique places that we have a list that we'd love to share. Like, but the idea was I was joking around a little bit. I did tell Jeff that like, hey, like, what do you think about this? So he did. You know, it wasn't something that's blind. He's our council liaison, so he kind of knows his stuff.
Do you see maybe expanding to our parks as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can do a lot. I mean, without giving away some of the clues take place. I'll just say that. I'll tell you what they are. Yeah, no, it's every spot in the town has been looked at, and how do we get people to discover the hidden gems that we have throughout. So there are a lot of areas that, like I said, just pulling together the list of clues that I learned. I've been here now for 20 years now, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know this. So I think everyone's gonna enjoy this. We wanted to do it in the spring when the town's a little bit, you know, once we've all kind of shaken off the snow from the winter, all the planters are filled. We start, you know, the concert series starts up downtown. There's reasons for people to, hey, it's back to Freehold. It's starting to get nicer weather as well.
And that leads to my next question. Do you maybe consider doing this seasonally, like we could do it, like we have like period celebration in October 1st, spectacular, maybe tithing is spectacular, and then we have a whole bunch, and then next year's the 250th anniversary, so maybe time one in just for that, considering that we're going to, you know, all of that history we have in Freehold Borough when it comes to the Revolutionary War. I mean, different ones.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could. The only thing we have to figure out is just the four of us now. My date's not even here. So, yeah, I mean, I know in the fall we have the concert series, and then we also, because the softball, annual softball tournament, well, the first annual was such a success, and it worked out really nice in the fall. We're thinking that might kind of go in the fall as well. So it really becomes a matter of bandwidth. That's why we're thinking, okay, spring would be a nice time. And we know that the really hotter months, we have a lot of short competition. So we do it in the spring, we'll get more people. But yeah, no, I don't think there's a reason why. I mean, once we set this up, we can do it wherever it can be. Once it's established, we can probably move it with relatively ease.
Sure.
Just gonna call them more close.
Anybody else?
If it's half as effective and successful as the other things you've come up with,
Absolutely good. What do you need?
Yes, you guys can keep exploring it further, that's the first thing, and I don't know, we're looking at different social media apps that we can use for the tracking, but really, it's a low-cost event, it's just running it, and we're
Great
just
idea.
taking care of that.
Yes.
Yeah, we're good. We'll work it out.
I said, so moved.
Figure it out.
That works, thank you.
Excellent, thanks,
Thanks,
everyone. Thanks. Okay, thank you. Got anything for the workshop, Steve?
No.
Okay. Item 9 is approval of minutes, council meeting November 10th, 2025.
I'd like to move the minutes, please.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Friedman,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Reich,
Yes.
Rogers, Schuster.
Yes.
Okay, the minutes from the council meeting November 10th, 2025 are approved. Item 10 is the second reading public hearing ordinance 2025/22, amending and supplementing Title V business licenses and regulations, landlord registration. This is the second reading public hearing. I'd like to open up to the public. If anyone from the public care to address this ordinance, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Seeing no
I have comments. Is this
Yeah, no, general or on this ordinance?
general? No, general.
Okay, no, just on this ordinance.
Seeing no comment from the public, I move the public portion be closed.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Friedman,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Reich,
Yes.
Rogers, Schuster.
Yes.
Okay, the public portion is closed. We have a resolution adopting ordinance 2025/22 and authorization of publication.
I'll make a motion to approve, please.
I'll second that.
Discussion?
I just have, I didn't see that here. Are we, does this include starting to put the landlord registration, that properties that are registered back online? We had that for a while. We haven't.
Yeah, we can do that. That doesn't need to be done by ordinance.
Okay, all right, I just want to make sure.
Sure.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, this is to close a loophole that allowed people who bought a property, so they buy the property, and then our ordinance gave them 30 days to register it. So they rent it out immediately, and then not register it for 30 days. And there was another part of the language that said it had to be, registered before it was rented. So this is basically making it very clear to all involved that it must be registered before it's advertised for rent, or rented, or even, sniffing of rent. It's gotta be, right? Good.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Friedman,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Reich,
Yes.
Rogers, Schuster.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2025/22 is adopted. Item 11 is the second reading of public hearing ordinance 2025/23, amending it to fixing the determining salaries of certain officers, position, and employees of Borough of Freehold. Again, second reading, public hearing. If anyone from the public care to address this ordinance, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Seeing no further comment from the audience, I move we close the second public portion.
Roll call. Roll call, please.
Councilperson Friedman,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Reich,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
Okay, the public portion is closed. We have a resolution adopting ordinance 2025/23 and authorization of publication.
I'll offer that. Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Friedman,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Reich,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2025/23 is adopted. Item 12 is the first reading and introduction. Ordinance 2025/24, establishing certain new regulations concerning vehicles and traffic and amending and supplementing Chapter 10 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the revised general ordinance of the Borough of Freehold.
I'll make a motion, please.
I'll second.
Discussion?
Yeah, so this is very specific to one street banner, and it restricts truck traffic from 8:30 to 5:30, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The reason why this is being done for that street and that street alone is because that is the only street that allows trucks on it for non-local delivery. But the only place they can go is for local delivery. But the problem is,
They're delivering to that street at 3 in the morning and then driving down Stoke Street and 4 other residential blocks to then leave. So now the trucks there have to, during the day, while we still encourage, deliveries downtown, like the garbage picked up as early as possible, Downtown is good to have, but in the neighborhoods, and this is the only place that trucks are allowed, so that's why we're doing this.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Freeman.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Reich.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Schutzer.
Yes.
Ordinance 2025/24 is introduced. Item 13 is our consent agenda. Just a note that matters listed on the items of the consent agenda are required to conduct the day-to-day operation of the borough and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired of any items, that item will be considered separately. Will someone like to move consent agenda items CR1 through CR9?
I'll move that.
Second?
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Freeman.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Reich.
Yes.
Rogers. Schutzer.
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda items CR1 through CR9 are adopted. That's the end of our consent agenda. Item 14 is the approval of bills.
I make a motion that we pay our bill.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Freeman.
Yes, but I abstain on PO 25-01245.
Jordan.
Yes.
Reich.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Schutzer.
Yes.
Our bill list for this evening's meeting is approved. Item 15, public comments. If anyone from the public care to make a comment to the governing body, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Good evening, everybody. Marie Chapman, 67 Burner House. Everything's been so positive tonight, I really hate to bring up my issues, but I do have a couple of things that are bothering me. And the first thing is, my rental property on 50 Lane Place. So I put in a new, furnace, so I was told I had to have a plumbing and an electrical, review studied by code enforcement, okay? I had that done, that cost me $600. My concern is I didn't receive a written report. When I went to code enforcement to find out at the first time, this is what I got. I got the gentleman's name who did the electrical, and I got these 2 words that I can't read. We didn't pass electrical, we passed plumbing. So I contacted my contractor, Guaranteed Service, and they did speak together, but for whatever reason, Guaranteed went back to the property, did something, but it wasn't the right thing. The investigator came back, code came back today, and whatever had to be done was not done correctly. So my concern is, why am I not getting a written report? I mean, everything that I do, I've worked for 50 years, everything is in writing. It's a paper trail. If I paid for this, why don't I get a report saying, okay, this passed, blah, blah, blah. All it could be is just a checklist, because what had to be corrected, it didn't get to my contractor, correctly. So they did speak, but for whatever reason, whatever had to be corrected didn't get to the technician that went back to Lincoln to make the correction. So it wasn't done properly. So the guy comes back today, it's still not right. Now I have to have Guaranteed go back, and then the code enforcement guy has to come back again. My concern is, why wouldn't we get a written report? Saying.
Will they give you a checklist of what failed?
No, I got nothing. This is what I got when I went to the window. And then Guaranteed did speak to code, but whatever happened, and I don't know what had to be done. I'm not technical, I have no idea. Whatever was supposed to be corrected didn't get to the technician. He didn't get the right message. So he did something when he went back, because my son said, well, he was only there a few minutes. Well, I don't know, was that the right thing? It didn't turn out to be, he didn't correct what had to be corrected. But my issue is, why don't I get a report, of what was done, or, okay, this is right, just a checklist, something. I can't believe I'm the only one that it hasn't complained about this.
Thank you. And as you can imagine, construction department has literally hundreds of permits that they issue. And for them to issue written reports on every one is just not part of the work that they do. Whenever a contractor comes in, and the contractors are licensed professionals, they're supposed to know what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to know the proper procedures. If they don't do it correctly, they are going to get called back to do it correctly. And that's how the construction officials protect our citizens and make sure that the work is done correctly.
Well, I'm not complaining about
Sure.
that, but
Okay.
isn't this a code enforcement guy?
It's
Mr. Glitch?
He's our electrical inspector.
Yeah,
So,
Right.
So what I get, because I deal with this stuff just like you, I've got units and I gotta change air conditioning stuff and heaters and this, that, the other thing, is they give you, there's a sticker, and it's got little,
I didn't get that.
well, your contractors get all this. This is,
The contractor doesn't.
when they come to the inspection, isn't your contractor there when they're doing the inspection?
No,
Well, that's-
what has to happen there. I mean, my husband, and that was another thing.
As a business owner, I would say you should always have the contractor there when an inspection is happening, because if the contractor hasn't done the work right, it is the responsibility of the contractor to do it right. And if the contractor is there, the code officer can say, this is wrong, and this is wrong.
Yeah, okay. Well,
And-
I didn't,
That's the contractor's responsibility at the end of the day.
okay,
And
I
ultimately
didn't
yours.
ask him to be there. I didn't realize that had to happen. I made the appointment with them to make a correction.
That's all your contractor's responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay? When you're going to commission a job, the contractor comes down and pulls the permits. And then he gives you the one to display in your window. Did you have the permit to put in your window?
I don't know,
Okay.
I don't think so.
You need to have a conversation with your
Yeah,
contractor.
that doesn't
Okay?
sound good.
The permit is supposed to be displayed on the premises, and not displaying it is a violation. The work, when it's completed, it's the contractor's responsibility to call and arrange for the inspection, and he should be there at the inspection so that they can have a conversation about what was done right, what was done wrong.
They did speak, like
Okay.
I said, but
Yeah.
whatever the conversation was, it didn't get to the technician.
That's your contractor.
So,
Yeah, that this is your contractor's responsibility.
I think I should get a report. I don't even know what, what had to be corrected.
notified as well?
Because you hired a contractor to handle the job for her.
Yeah, but what about, I mean, if the code is doing the inspection, shouldn't I get a report from code enforcement telling me, okay, this is not correct, this is not, I mean.
You get, again, I don't know how your contractor handled this, but if work is not done correctly, they fail it. They give you a sticker on whatever the work is done, and it says failed, okay?
Code enforcement?
Yes.
Well, no, that wasn't there. That's what the
Okay.
guy was looking for. He was looking for a tag, it wasn't there.
Well, I'll take it up tomorrow if you want to, after the meeting, if you want to give me information, I'll talk to the department to find out what happened.
I'll give you this is what I
Okay.
got.
Sure.
The other thing, we get a window of the time frame, when the inspector's gonna come back. So today, that was between 2:30 and 4:30 or 5:30 or whatever it is. So I asked, well, can he call us 30 minutes before? Otherwise, my husband has to go over there and sit there, and wait for the guy because we don't live there. So no, he can't make a phone, and I can understand this, he can't make a phone call from his personal phone. So why don't these guys have phones? I mean, why can't we give them phones to make phone call, official phones?
Because then everyone would say that they were using the phones for personal use, and we have.
Well, you can track that, I mean,
It's
that's
very-
easy enough to track.
This is one of those situations where we'd be damned if we do, and damned if we don't.
I don't know, and if any company that you deal with, if they're coming to your house, they give you a 30-minute.
Verizon gives me a 4 to 6 hour window.
Cablevision gives you a couple days.
City gives a 4 to 6 hour window. I hate waiting for code for 4 hours too, but they're not gonna give you, they're not.
Well, I think it's one thing if it's your residence, but if you don't live there, and then you have to go over there and sit there for a couple of hours, I mean,
So-
to me,
Personally, as an elected official, I'd rather make a business owner or landlord wait than our resident. I mean, I'm not gonna give preferential treatment to landlords.
no, I'm just saying, why wouldn't these guys have a work-related phone? To me, it just is a little.
Because it costs money, and we are trying to keep the budget as low as humanly possible.
5 phones for 5, whoever, the code enforcement, anyway, that was just something, you know, that was annoying. I didn't have to go sit there, my husband had to go sit there. So, anyway, okay. So, I need to contact Guaranteed, and,
Have them reach out to the code office.
they need to get back with the code people.
It hasn't passed yet?
No,
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
their
It didn't
responsibility.
pass today
That's their
because
responsibility.
But the communication didn't happen correctly, and that was my point, that if I had something in writing to hand to them.
Did you get a contract from them?
Yes.
Did you hire them, and they told you the work that was gonna be done, the price they were gonna charge?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, oh, yeah, I've had 3 furnaces put in.
And
Anyway,
based on their license, if that proposal was by the UCC code, by the Uniform Commercial Code, it would have passed. So obviously something was awry.
well, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to find out, what it was.
That's not the code, that's not the code's fault, that's the contractor's fault.
Yeah.
That's
the contractor's fault, not the code office.
I'm not saying it's their fault, I'm saying I still don't know what's wrong, because, well, my husband does. But if I had something in writing from the beginning, I would know what didn't pass. That was my point. But obviously,
contractor should
I'm
have
not
that.
gonna win my point here, so.
No, the
Yeah.
contractor should have that. The contractor should be able to provide to you exactly what's there. Because that was they were told by the code office why it failed.
They did, but for whatever reasons, it didn't get to the technician, because he didn't fix what had to be fixed. Anyway, okay, and so I guess they can't have phones either, but I think that would be very beneficial to the people who have to work code enforcement and have to deal with people. That's just me. Okay, so I have another subject, since I can't win on that one, but I know I'm not gonna win on this, because I was told that there is a B&B on Brinkerhoff Avenue. That really concerned me, although I was also told that is legal to have a B&B in the residential area.
A bed and breakfast or an Airbnb?
Oh, Airbnb, I'm
Okay.
sorry, Airbnb, yeah. So I'm just wondering, what's the criteria? I mean, how often can people come and go in something like that, where you've got old people living, you have children, and, I mean, is it daily, is it week, what's approved? And who's tracking that? Who needs to track the number of people that are going in and out? I mean, that was just a concern to me. I'm shocked, to hear that that's even legal, to have people, a rental property like that on a residential, just happens to be my street, a residential street like that. What?
Isn't Lincoln a residential street?
I'm sorry?
Isn't Lincoln a residential street?
Yeah, but I have a
But
tenant.
you don't live there.
I know, but I have a tenant that stays, I don't
Right.
have people coming and going every day, or every weekend. And also, what's the requirement for code enforcement? When I change a tenant, I have to get code enforcement to come and look at everything, make sure everything's good, good. But if you've got people coming and going, what's happening there?
We'll grab the address.
There's an ordinance that governs this, okay? It's written down in the ordinance, so, I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'm happy to look into it. Give me the address
I
after
have
the
to get
meeting.
the number, it's on Brinkerhoff, I
Okay.
don't know the number of the house, but
Sure.
I can get it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was concerning. Anyway, I have one more thing. My daughter gets her nails done in Freehold Borough, and I guess the little technicians say that they go out like every, I don't know how often, 4 hours or whatever, and move their car so they don't have to pay for parking. Isn't there some,
There is.
for,
There's
can they get
employee
free
parking.
parking?
There's free employee parking.
So how do they get
They
that?
have to walk. They just have to walk a football field.
That's why they do it, because they don't wanna walk from
They-
where
they-
they have employee parking to where they're working.
Oh, so there is.
So
There is employee
they're
parking.
lazy and
Yeah.
don't wanna, they wanna.
I didn't want to say that, but that's
So
something.
I was trying to tell her that she's
That's
like-
what it is.
Yeah.
So where is the employee parking? I'm
Lafayette Street or Lafayette Place.
Oh, so it's not real close, I guess.
Well,
They don't wanna
Everything's
I mean,
close.
it's 2 football fields. I mean, how big is our downtown? How
So
far? I
this
mean,
Lafayette Place is free parking for employees?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the back
Well,
of the
I will
lot.
tell her that
Free
because.
parking for you too, if you want.
free parking for everyone.
I haven't been pay, I don't pay parking.
Oh, I
Because I don't
don't
mind walking.
I walk. Oh, I don't pay either. I walk when I go get my hair done.
That's the beautiful thing about this. You can walk.
Okay, well,
And
I'll.
part of the problem is,
that, so
one of the reasons why we had to go to paid parking Thursday, Friday, Saturday night is because precisely that. All the employees and the valet people would park all the cars in all the spots at 5 o'clock. And then those cars would sit there all night with an entirely full parking lot. Before one customer was sitting at one table.
Okay, so it's Lafayette Place that's
Lafayette
free,
Place.
free parking.
And
Okay.
she knows that. If her employer is doing his or her job, she knows that. And that's why she goes out and changes that every 4 hours.
Yes,
I
they
will
absolutely
park
know
it
that
out
they're
for
moving it
free
every 4
park.
hours.
I will tell her that and, okay. Yeah, if you're gonna walk out and move your car, then why not walk and park your car one time? Yeah, right, just walk one time. Well, that makes sense.
Yes.
So you won one.
I want, no, at least I got this story straight. No, but I appreciate all that positive stuff going on, and I was glad to be here, you know, to see it was very nice. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Mine's gonna be short. First of all, hello, everybody. Yolanda Curry, 54 Bond Street, Freehold, New Jersey. And every time I go past that street, hi, Yolanda. But anyway, I appreciate you attending the ceremony. I really appreciate it. Margaret and Adam, I didn't get a chance to say congratulations to you guys, which everybody who gets reelected, I do try to get you blue. So,
Thank you very much.
but anyway, I just want to say thank you. I'm not gonna mention nothing else about the street. So, I'm gonna leave that alone, and I'm just gonna say, enjoy your holiday. And stay warm. And hope to see you soon. Have a good night. See you soon.
Anyone else in the public care to make a comment? Going once.
Bring it on.
Seeing no further public comment, I'd like to entertain a motion to close the public portion.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Freeman.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Reich.
Yes.
Rogers. Schuster.
Yes.
Public comment section is closed. Item 16 are council reports and comments. We'll start off with Council President Reich.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First off, happy post-Thanksgiving holiday weekend. I hope everybody had a fantastic time with family and friends. Mr. Mayor, if you express our birthday wishes to your lovely wife, Ellen, we hope she has a fun time. We guess she's celebrating by you being out of the house.
You gotta take the small wins.
Yes, exactly. I want to say thank you to the officers that were honored tonight, and thank you and congrats to Margie for all of our work for both our borough and the township. It's nice to see that she's recognized for everything that she does. Also, congratulations to Detective DeGrand for his promotion. It's always great to see our police force doing great things, and we know that he'll continue to do great things with us. Thank you to our township committee members for staying with us this evening. We appreciate it.
Very entertaining.
Glad to help. I don't know if anybody told you though, if you sit in the back room, you're gonna get called on, so you got called on. The only item I have to speak about tonight is that next weekend is Reed's Cross America ceremony. But prior to Saturday the 13th, the convoy, the Reed's Cross America convoy from Maine to Arlington is coming through New Jersey. On Wednesday, December 10th, there will be a ceremony at the New Jersey Vietnam Memorial at 10 a.m. at 1 Memorial Lane in Homedale, that's right near PNC Arts Center. And then from there, for the first time ever, the convoy will be coming to the Freehold area at Monmouth Battleground State Park at 3 p.m. There will be a second ceremony at Monmouth Battleground State Park. The area coordinator, my co-counterpart from the area, ever since he got on the committee, has strived to get the convoy to come to Freehold. He initially wanted to come through the borough to Elks Point, and I told him that he'd shut down borough for like 3 days. So compromise was to have it done at State Park, at Battleground State Park. For those of you who don't know, this convoy is something like 50 tractor trailers, police escorts, state trooper escorts, motorcycle escorts as well. It turns out to be somewhere between 3 to 5 miles long, depending upon where the convoy comes and people will go in the various states from Maine to Arlington, D.C. So for us, for the first time ever, it's 3 o'clock at the Monmouth Battleground State Park on Wednesday, December 10th, sorry. Following that, on Saturday the 13th, we will have our ceremony at Elks Point, sponsored by the Masonic Lodge, Olive Branch Lodge number 16. We invite all the members of the public to join us. We will also have representatives from the different veteran organizations in town as well. The American Legion, the Marine Corps League, the Veterans of Foreign War, as well as municipal representatives from the borough, and hopefully the township can make it as well, where we will be honoring those soldiers from the Freehold area that are ceremonially recognized at Elks Point. From Elks Point, we will be going to Squirreltown Cemetery over on 522 on Eileen Way, just past the Route 9 entrance on 522. This is a Civil War era and Revolutionary War era cemetery that is sponsored by and hosted by Bethel AME Church, and that service is at 1 p.m. So if you can make it out to the Elks Point at noon, we'd love to have you. The Squirreltown Cemetery at 1 p.m. Parking is limited, so carpooling is best, but we'd love to have you and to join us there as well. It's a great service that we get to do to remember our veterans, and this is a shining example of that commitment we have to the people who gave their lives to allow us to meet here and be here and do what we are here doing today. Other than that, please stay warm, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Schutzer.
Yes. This Saturday is our seniors' holiday party, well, at the Elks, and there are few spots left. If you want to, if you know anybody who's a borough senior, 62 or older, and wants to come, they can call Lynn Cannon tomorrow and let her know. And any of you who are available to be there to help would be appreciated. Congratulations to Jillian Ober, who is the New Jersey State Teacher of the Year, and she is a teacher from Freehold Intermediate School. The other night there was a Monmouth County Education Association gave her a lovely reception at the hotel where some of us were, and she's a lovely, lovely lady, very worthy of this particular award, and she will be here at our, I believe, January meeting as soon as we find out the exact date, and the mayor will write her a letter and invite her to be here for our council meeting, so we can award her and honor her that night. Congratulations to all the officers. The gentleman and the lady who were here, who were saved, I tried to imagine what they must feel. I mean, it's unbelievable. I've always said that our police force is second to none, that they are truly Freehold's finest, and that of course includes the township and the lady who was there. What a wonderful testimony to their dedication and their spirit and their love for humankind. So congratulations to all of them, as well as to the officer who was promoted tonight, and to Marty Young. Congratulations to you, Yolanda, as well. And thank you for your service. For those of you who are here, she was referencing the fact that she was part of the Our Signs for Veterans program and was honored with her street sign on, not a street sign, above the street sign on Bond Street. And God knows you set aside her service, and she still deserves that because she's been up here at every single meeting complaining about her street not being paved. So you deserve that. I know you did. You said that tonight. I also have to thank Miss Annie White. She's saying no, because we were over there at the service, and all of the services were lovely for all of the recipients. But when we were over there on Bond Street, a bee got down into underneath my jacket and was stinging me on the back. I'm dancing around thinking, if this is being filmed, and somebody pounded my back to try to kill the bee. But Miss Annie, who lives over there, took me along with Annette to her home and treated the bee sting for me, so that I didn't have to go on to the next one with a burning. So I'm going to put your street sign up too, Miss Annie. Welcome to the township tonight. It's always nice to see you, and I'm glad you could be entertained.
It's a very different perspective on this item.
Yeah, I know. We'll talk. So thank you, and that's it.
Thank you. Councilmember Jordan.
Thank you. Just a couple notes. The tree lighting for this is scheduled for tomorrow night. Downtown has been rescheduled because of the weather forecast for Wednesday evening. So that'll be at 5 o'clock. Recreation is holding our Holiday House decorating contest. All the information, if anybody would like to participate, can be found online at the borough website. And also through Recreation, our basketball league is starting up. The first game will be on December 13th, and all the games are held at Park Avenue School. That'll just kind of be like a showcase type game, and then the season actually starts on January 5th. So it's a great opportunity to go out to these kids. It's a wonderful program, and that's all through the Recreation Department. Also through Rec Mahjong on Tuesdays, we have 2 sessions, 11 a.m. Here in Borough Hall in the old library space. 11 a.m. there's a couple spots left if anybody would like to come out, and then we have 6 p.m. I think we have about 8 spots left for that as well. And then Chair Yoga is continuing. That'll be this Thursday. Starts at 2? 1 p.m. again in that space over there, so please come on out. And we have flu shots scheduled from the health department this December 4th in the evening. What time is that? 4:30 to 6:30, and that will be here in this room. All right. So if you haven't gotten your flu shot yet, come on out and get it. That's all I've got. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Rogers.
Thank you. I just wanted to also extend my congratulations to all of the officers that were recognized this evening. We truly do have one of the greatest police forces, well, the greatest, sorry guys, in this area. So, thank you to them for being always on point, and congratulations to Detective DeGrant on his promotion. I also wanted to recognize all of the groups that put together their community Thanksgiving. It was a beautiful night. It was such a great turnout, and so many volunteers that we were ordered to sit down and so give somebody else a chance to volunteer. So it was a really nice night, and it was you know, I got to take my mom, and she really enjoyed herself. You know, being out there talking to people and things like that. So, so thank you to everyone who put that together. I also wanted to extend my condolences to the Cucchiaro family. Being on the planning board, I had a lot of interaction with Ron, and he will truly be missed. He was very knowledgeable, very helpful, and he will really be missed at our planning board meeting. Tonight we also accepted reluctantly the resignation of Bill Baraselli, who is our chairperson for planning board. While I appreciate that, he finds it's time for him to retire from planning board. He has really guided us through a lot of challenging situations, and with the wisdom that he's gained from being our chairperson, and I just wanted to extend thank you to him for all the work that he's done, for all of the knowledge that he's passed on to us, and I just hope we can, fill his shoes appropriately. That I just the library put out a notice today that for the month of December, the instructional mahjong that occurs on Saturday at the library will not happen for December. It will resume on January 3rd. And also they have 2 part-time employment openings if anybody is interested in that. And just I'm looking forward to all the events that we have this month. We have a lot going on. We have our senior luncheon, we have our craft show, we have the Wreaths Across America, so we're going to be very busy this month. So come out and join us when you can. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Freeman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do want to congratulate the officers. Job well done and a well-deserved promotion. I work with all of them, and they all do a great job every single day. So really appreciate their help and keeping our community safe. Thank our township committee members for joining us tonight. Thank you for that. Arts Council has its annual Arts and Crafts Show this Saturday at the Park Avenue School. We've got lots of great local crafters, so come down, support local artists and local crafters, and get some nice gifts for your family. Other than that, do you have any more meetings this month? Yes. One more? Yes. Cool. All right. Well, thank everyone. Congratulate everyone for public holidays. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you. I too want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Congrats to everybody. Thanks for our friends from the township for coming and staying till the bitter end. I don't know why, but we'll find that out later. But
We didn't realize it was going to be an hour and a half.
must be a slow night somewhere.
Ours is 20 minutes.
Thank you for joining staying with us. But seeing no further business, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Rice?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schutzer?
Yes.
Thank you. Good night. We are adjourned.